Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, two-time gold medalist, the only American to do that. There's other people from other regions like Guillermo Rigondeaux of Cuba or Vasyl Lomachenko of the Ukraine who have two-peated. But as an American Olympian, Clarissa Shields is the only male or female to do that. So it's a huge accomplishment. She recently turned pro, actually on the Ward Kovalev card. You guys seen the title? She rips Kovalev. And there was a video around the time of the first fight where she was with Kovalev and, I don't know, just doing press stuff, media type of stuff, and everything seemed cool. But since that point, she's felt a type of way because Kovalev keeps insinuating that women shouldn't fight and things like that. I'm not going to say exactly what he said because I don't have the quote verbatim, but to paraphrase, he basically said women can't scrap or women should be doing dishes or something that was kind of chauvinistic, sexist or whatnot. And obviously as a female fighter, she took offense to that. But then again, he says Ward hits like a woman, which she took offense to. So she sent this tweet and she said, "This bastard just keeps disrespecting women fighters. Well, for one, I don't slap. Can't wait for Ward to kick your ass again. Hashtag sore loser." So she's not taking kindly to the insinuations that women shouldn't fight or whatever Kovalev said. You guys, a simple Google search can pull the exact quote if you need that. But I want to give my thoughts. I mean, everyone has an opinion and she's entitled to her opinion, just like Kovalev. And it seems that Kovalev doing all of this, it's exactly what I told y'all. I think it's good for ticket sales, and the first fight didn't do any kind of crazy pay-per-view numbers. So hopefully this villain role, this Ivan Drago type of, if he does, I must break you. You know what I mean? This whole kind of no nonsense kind of demeanor from Kovalev, it'll definitely, I think, help the ticket sales and also the pay-per-view buys. But in the process, he's turning some fans off and also his peers, you know what I mean, fellow fighters, especially a female one in Clarissa Shields. And you can't say nothing about her. She turned pro. She looked real good in her last fight and got the stoppage. She won versus a fighter that she had fought in the amateurs, Franchon, on the Kovalev Ward undercard. So I want to know what you guys think of Clarissa Shields' comments. She's calling him a sore loser. And I think if you're objective, most people feel like Kovalev is being a little bit over the top. Now, I understand mind games. Like, I keep it a buck. When Broner, when Mayweather, when all these guys trash talk Conor McGregor, you'll do fucking, I don't have a problem with that. But there comes a point where it gets a little bit like for example, Conor McGregor, he trash talked, but he wasn't like crying and like what Clarissa Shields is talking about, sore loser. Conor McGregor, after he lost to Nate Diaz, he wasn't really posting every single day and making Nate Diaz memes and saying this and saying he's gonna end Nate Diaz's career. You know what I'm saying? He just signed up for the rematch and got your get back. And like I said, I understand it more so in the process of maybe even negotiating before the fight sign, but it's already a done deal. You should be training, you should be spending time with family and just, you know what I mean? This is a thing. You're rematching Ward. So there's no speculation, there's no like pressuring or taunting him into the fight. You got what you wanted. You have a date, you have a venue, you have a time, you have a place, and you have an opponent who has your belt. So to me, like I said, it helps ticket sales, but constantly every other post on Instagram or social media and I'm gonna end your career, I mean, it's cool, but it just gets a little bit redundant, you know what I mean? And I really feel this. Kovalev is a damn good fighter, but if Kovalev doesn't win this fight, it's not gonna look good for him because he's putting a whole heap of pressure on himself. He's putting so much pressure on himself, and depending on the fighter, it could be good or it could be bad. Could be good if you can channel that anger, that angst into something kinetic, you know what I mean, kinetic energy, and force a stoppage or distinctly win versus Ward. But it's going to be real bad if he comes up short, or if Ward beats him more convincingly, because he came in with all this additional anger and he wasn't able to pull the trigger or win. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to look good. So I think that's another thing. People are, oh, you're biased, Ego. No, I speak my opinion. I don't care who it is. I speak what my opinion is, and this is my opinion. Clarissa Shields said her opinion, and I told you the portion that I agree with. If I didn't agree with it, then I would tell you that. You know what I mean? People have this whole hate or love. Oh, if you have any kind of criticism to someone's approach, it's because you hate them. You know what I mean? Get out of here. This is 2017. I told you this was not going to be a good year for some of y'all, because y'all, these old media tactics and fan tricks, and it doesn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't worked for a while, but it's 2017. We're getting a ton of great fights, and it damn sure ain't working now. And if you want more proof, look at it. People say, oh, Ego, you're biased. Look at my numbers. Look at my channel. Look at the growth. Look at where I'm at, right? And I'm not saying that to gloat. I don't have to do that. But at the same time, look at the people who, if I'm so biased and I hate everybody and I have this agenda and I'm racist and all this stuff that you guys say in the comments, say, oh, this is the most biased channel in YouTube land and all this stuff. Okay, fine. Then look at the people who are saying the exact opposite of what I'm saying and tell me where their channels are. Tell me how many views they're generating each month. I'll wait. So you guys can say whatever you want. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Speaking of women, shout out to Clarissa Shields. Women can't scrap. And I think women are making a comeback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're on the scene. So we got to respect it. There's people like Clarissa Shields. There's people like Marlene Esparza. There's people like my girl Raquel Miller. There's just a ton of Maricela Cornejo. There's a ton of females who are I'm looking forward to on the Berto Porter card. You have the Amanda Serrano. There's a ton of females. You got Heather Hardy. You know what I mean? There's a ton of females who are making a name, so we got to give them the respect. They train hard like the guys train, and at the end of the day, they're risking their lives just like guys. You know what I mean? Despite their competition or talent pool or who's in their division, they're still risking it all. You know what I mean? Damaging their body, getting injured. I mean, this boxing game is no joke. You've seen Kell Brooks' eye. That can happen to a female too. Female clock you right, get punched, you can break your orb. All the same threats and all the same impact and stuff like that. That's possible. So we got to respect everybody. You know what I mean? It's just like me not respecting the young kid fighters. Like, oh, they can't really scrap. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to say, like, oh, because they're raw canvas, because they're only 12, that they don't have a future. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. So we can't segregate people who are in this sport. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these kids have no business scrapping. They don't look at their technique. You know what I mean? Or females shouldn't fight. Everybody can fight. Like, I'm not saying everybody can fight in the terms of everybody can scrap and are dope boxers. I'm just saying everybody, it's there's enough room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We even have a gay boxer, Orlando Cruz, and whatnot. So clearly, you know what I mean, anybody can scrap. I mean, whether they win or lose, that remains to be seen. So let me know what you guys think of Clarissa Shields, her comments to Kovalev. She's calling him a sore loser. And like I said, you guys can be mad all you want, but the proof is in the pudding. Like, for me, I just feel like Kovalev is overkill. You got what you wanted. You got the rematch. You said he wouldn't do it. I don't want to hear about neutral judges and all that. You signed the contract. He signed the contract. You have a date. So it's just like, what is there? It's just like you're planting some kind of seeds or some future propaganda. Oh, Ward doesn't want neutral judges. What? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want neutral judges, but why'd you sign off to it? Why'd you agree to it? Because you wanted to get him in the ring. So now handle your business in June. You got what you wanted. That's what I feel. And people, you can say whatever you want about me. At the end of the day, like I said, check the numbers. And if Andre Ward was doing the same exact thing, people always people always want to do this, so I'm gonna flip it. People always do this. They say, oh, like if let's say Mayweather and Team Pacquiao have an issue. Oh, you just like Floyd. You just like Mayweather. If Floyd was doing it, but Floyd's not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we can't make these imaginary what if scenarios about something that's not a reality. But I'm telling you guys, if Andre Ward was behaving like Kovalev is behaving, I would say the same thing. Like, you guys can believe it or not, I would say, like, it's a little bit OD. You got the fight, and you know what I'm saying, just rock with it. Let it, you know what I mean, let things materialize. If he's making memes every day, and that's, to me, this is where I'm from. I'm from the Bay Area, you know what I mean? And there's no Bay Area bias, but maybe it's just how we get down out here. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. If you're taunting somebody and you're getting no reaction from them, and they're not jumping out of character, they're not buying it. They're not, I mean, Ward's team keeps saying, we're not buying the fear. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's another reason why it's kind of pointless to be on the mic or on social media when you should be training, talking about, oh, I beat him, and oh, look, this is chick. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's doing it from like a Cannon Briggs perspective, because when Cannon Briggs does it, it's funny, but he's not getting those fights. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you guys understand my comparison, Cannon Briggs is hilarious to me when he's doing the taunting, like, yeah, look at him, yeah, look at his hair, he got curls, huh? You know what I'm saying? But he's not getting those fights. You know what I'm saying? He was hunting Klitschko down. Yeah, champ, whatever you eat, I eat, we eat. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all that. Klitschko didn't fight him. There was no signed deal to fight him. David Hayes said, fight on my undercard, and then I'll scrap with you if we both win. That happened, and then he ended up fighting a light heavyweight, and Tony Bellew, who moved up to cruiserweight and had no heavyweight experience, even though he has like a 6'3" frame. So that's different. Like, the people that, for the most part, that Cannon Briggs is taunting and like overly, it's like Lucas Brown and people who he hasn't really fought, and that's just kind of his MO. We haven't known Kovalev to go this above and beyond. Like, I mean, look at it. Look at Shannon Briggs, who he's done this to Klitschko. He did this to David Hay. He did this to Lucas Brown. He's doing it to Fresh Sequindo. So to me, I think that's kind of, he did it to Deontay Wilder. He was calling him Beyonce Wilder and stuff like that. So I think that's more of his character. That's just, you know what I mean, he has fun with it. Yeah, champ, and all that. But Kovalev is kind of acting out of character, because I don't recall him ever being this insistent and persistent with the memes and stuff. So it is what it is. The fight is signed. That's my opinion. You guys, let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
And the addition of Claressa Shields.
I'm excited about that.
Talk about that. She calls you her idol.
I mean, first, I'm honored for her to say that. And, you know, I just admire, obviously, her story and where she's come from. But she's amazing in the ring. You know, she's the real deal. And, you know, I watch her. I pick up things from her. And, I mean, for her to have 2 gold medals is amazing. And now for her to get the opportunity to fight her pro debut on HBO, which I was fortunate enough to do, is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think it's a perfect situation for herself as well as for women's boxing, because I don't think women's boxing gets really any type of attention. You know, those that know certain women and certain fighters, they'll support and do the best they can to get their name out there. But, you know, as a whole, I think we could do a better job, because they do play a part. You know, they come in here. We have women come in our gym. They work just as hard as we do. They take the same risk we take. They just don't get the notoriety or you know, sponsorships or, you know, the money that we get, and it's unfortunate.